The 21st century is redefining urban living. Today, the definition of a city is under scrutiny. In a smart city, urban planners, techies, artists and architects converge to create blueprints for the future.
Technology and digital culture is so ubiquitous. Hardware and software doesn't feel cold. It's used every day by everybody.
요즘은 이제 감수성의 시대로, 정보화 시대에서 하이 컨셉의 시대로 넘어가는 과정에 있습니다. 보다 친근하고, 보다 감수성 있고, 보다 사람들에게 휴먼한 부분을 제공하는.
Seoul, South Korea is at the cutting edge of this transition.
정말 스마트한 도시에서 살 수 있는 사람들은 그런 스마트한 것을 계속 찾고 만들어내는 사람만이 그 스마트 도시에 살 수 있는 게 아닐까.
The next steps for cities of tomorrow are being charted in Smart Seoul. Here in this warehouse of dreams, local high-tech entertainment firm District is putting finishing touches to Live Park, a digital playground designed to immerse you in the future. The man behind this virtual wonderland is a young Korean entrepreneur, Un Suk-jae.
홀로그램, 3D, AR 들을 접목시켜서 지금까지 보지 못했던 새로운 문화 경험을 주는 거가 4D 아트 스페이스고 그게 라이프파크의 컨셉입니다.
Mixing virtual reality with installation art, District is at the cutting edge of creating the next generation theme parks, exhibitions and performances. Today, the Live Park team is giving a sneak peek at their demo facility before it opens to the public.
In order to actually have fun in the Live Park, you need to create your own avatar.
Visitors create their own avatars, which follow them throughout the entire theme park.
Okay, so that's now you're the part of avatar that we're gonna follow you.
Using their avatars, visitors play games, interacting with their gestures, voices and faces.
사람들이 참여할 수 있다. 실시간이다. 실제와도 똑같은 가상현실, 라이브 가상현실 이런 느낌을 주고 싶었습니다.
You could actually create your own avatar and play with it based on your voice or part of the interactions.
Transporting visitors to another world, this interactive 360-degree 4D theater enables them to shout and play alongside their avatars.
다른 이모셔널한 그 경험을 느끼게 해서 사람들이 감정의 롤러코스터 같은 느낌을 주고 싶었습니다. 문화생활, 그러니까 컬처 라이프 스타일이라는 거에 포커싱 되어 있습니다. 재미. 그리고 우리가 지금 몇 개 쓰는지도 몰라. 근데 그러면 다 안 쓰고 이만큼만 쓰면 안 돼요?
With a vision as ambitious as this, every detail must be perfect.
이거 안 돼. 이거 아직 매력 없어. 택도 없어.
Building this virtual wonderland takes immense computing power and hardware.
현존하는 거에서 가장 집약적으로 많은 하드웨어가 들어가 있습니다. 500개의 센서, 140개의 빔 프로젝터와 200개, 300개의 PC, 200개 정도의 스크린이 들어가는 디지털 하드웨어 테마파크입니다. 서로 연동이 되고 그것들이 관리되고 이런 것들이 저희가 가장 어려워하는 부분입니다.
With just days to go before the launch, the team is racing against time. Live Park spans 10,000 square meters and composes of 65 attractions. After 2 years in the making and costing $13 million, Live Park just went live. These kids may be just having fun, but this digital playground's real benefit is to prepare them for a brave new future.
실제로 다가오는 느낌이 나가지고
아 진짜 재밌어요.
스타일과 스토리와 테크놀로지를 같이 섞어서 새로운 형태의 라이프 스타일을 만들자. 그게 스마트한 라이프 스타일입니다.
With plans to even go international by building more live parks overseas, District is on a mission to push the limits of future entertainment. Robots, are they stuff of fantasies or reality? In Smart City, they may be about to enter public life.
저는 지능형 스마트 서비스 로봇 퓨로입니다. 다양한 정보를 보여드리고 있습니다.
Now, a group of passionate techies are busy designing Furo, one of the world's first service robots. A hybrid between a smartphone and a smart machine. It's a challenge taken up by an up-and-coming Korean firm, Future Robot. Led by its chief inventor and CEO, Se-kyung-song.
세계 최초의 성공하는 로봇 사업가가 되는 게 제 꿈입니다.
In the future, he predicts that the next trend after the smartphone are robots.
많은 노력과 스타디가 있었지만 이렇게 참신하고 다용도로 쓰일 수 있는 제품을 만들지 못했습니다. 그런 미션을 코엑스에
Future Robot's pilot program for Furo is about to launch in a shopping complex.
여러 가지 그 동작이 가능한 우리가 메커니즘을 만들었고 얘는 확 움직여도 괜찮은 그런 아주 안정적인 디자인을 잘 만들었는데
Conceptualizing these robots is only the first step, but someone still has to build them. Tomorrow, factories like this may become commonplace. These engineers are in charge of assembling and checking the robots. So how many of them can this assembly line produce?
지금 한 대 저희들이 하면 두 사람 기준으로 한 이틀 정도 걸려요.
In order to greet and serve demanding customers, these guys need to ensure that the hardware mimics human-like movements. Next stop, Research Center. Here the software is tested for its response and reactions. Finally, they get their uniform, and they are ready to enter the real world. If you find yourself wandering around the store looking for help, Furo will come to you and provide assistance.
고객님, 저를 한번 사용해 보세요. 정말 편리해요.
But how does Furo find you? Sensors located at the bottom of her skirt allow her to navigate through rooms. But can she distinguish between a customer and an object?
사람들이 기본적으로 다리가 두 개를 가지고 있습니다. 이 두 개라는 것을 원리를 이용을 해서 사람과 물체를 구별을 해서 사람에게는 인사를 하고 물건에게는 인사를 하지 않는.
Not only does Furo know humans from objects, she can also speak to them in their own language.
중국어가 되고 한국어가 되면 영어가 되는 고급 인력을 하루 종일 세워놓고 서비스를 하는 건 현실적으로 어렵습니다. 하지만 로봇은 가능하죠.
Furo's ability to talk, have voice recognition, make phone calls, and provide entertainment allows her to serve many types of needs. It's a big step for the future of the service robot industry.
사람에 못지않다 서비스가 구현이 가능하다라는 게 확증이 되면 한국을 넘어서 글로벌하게 상당한 파급을 가져올 수 있을 것이라고 기대를 하고 있습니다.
Next up on Smart City, islands that float and a designer mountain stream which is redefining Seoul's urban landscape. In 21st century cities, iconic structures reinvent public spaces with smart designs. The 4-decade-long Korean miracle has extended its reach across both sides of the mighty Han River. Now the riverfront is at the heart of a makeover with a dream structure that floats. Architect Taeman Kim designed it to do more than just walk on water.
21st century, every city needs to have a landmark with emotion. They're kind of rethinking of the Han River. They want to put a significant point in the middle of the axis. The location and the significance of this building make this building an icon of the city of Seoul. Hangang Renaissance means to revitalize the riverside and give it back to the citizens.
The Han River Renaissance project has made the riverbank more accessible with 3 floating islands. At once a convention center, a multi-purpose arts and culture space, and recreational facility.
I want to represent the blooming process of culture and revitalization of the Han River. The 3 islands represent 3 different formats of the flower. The smallest one is seed, the second is bud, and the largest one is full-blown flower. Sketch is very simple, but to make it, we have to develop that skin technologically very carefully. It was a very difficult process.
Kim's original ambition was to create a single floating structure, but seasonal fluctuations in the depth of the Han River forced him to go back to the drawing board.
Han River is not deep enough, so they have to divide the island into 3 pieces. You can imagine the 3 oval-shaped ships. It's a steel structure having lots of chambers in it, anchored to the bottom of the river. For example, the largest island is anchored toward the bottom of the river with hand chains.
To keep them afloat required not just innovative architecture, but precision engineering, which relied on satellite-based navigation systems. Hanbok Lee is tasked to ensure these structures don't float away.
플로팅 아일랜드는 한강상에 떠 있는 그 인공 구조물로서 갈수기와 홍수기의 수위 변화가 최대 13m 60 정도의 편차가 있습니다. 수위 변화에 적응하도록 각 섬은 체인과 와이어로서 고정 또는 제어하도록 시공되어 있다고 할 수 있습니다. 각 섬은 수위 변화에 따라서 이동되고 다시 제 위치를 잡기 위해서는 GPS 수신기로 인해서 일정한 거리를 유지하도록 설계 시공되어 있습니다.
You can see the 63 towers in Yeouido area. It's one of the nicest views. Landmark should be enjoyed and should be loved by the people. It's a kind of new concept of landmark for the 21st century city.
From icons that float to a unique public park next to the Han River that evokes nostalgia by reigniting how Koreans have traditionally enjoyed water.
스마트한 디자인을 본다면 오히려 옛것을 복원시켜주고 향수를 불러일으키고 하는 그런 부분들이 오히려 더 스마트하지 않나.
Architect Wonman Jae dreamed up this playful water world as part of Seoul's Han River Renaissance.
물빛 광장을 컨셉으로 잡은 커다란 그 한 가지는 옛사람들의 물을 즐기던 그런 방식을 현대적으로 해석한 그런 모습을 보시면 될 것 같습니다. 우리나라 사람들을 보면은 옛날부터 강가에서 발을 담그고 또 계곡에서 물을 서로 끼얹고 물싸움을 하는 그런 스킨십을 굉장히 즐겼습니다. 계곡을 형상화해서 바위에 걸터 앉고 또 물을 즐기다가 바위에 나와서 쉬기도 하는 그런 모습을 현대적으로 만든 모습으로 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
This oasis uses architectural innovation to simulate nature in an urban setting.
시각적으로 봤을 때 한강 수면과 맞닿는 분위기를 조성해주고 한강변 쪽에 물이 떨어지는 계곡의 효과를 갖다가 줘서 다양한 물을 즐기는 방식을 만들었다고 보시면 되겠습니다.
Mulbit Square made the massive Han River real, accessible and interactive for the people of Seoul.
그 실제 사례를 보면은 노출 분수들이 많이 만들어져 있습니다. 거기에 아이들이 스스로 없이 뛰어들고 그걸 바라보며 사람들이 즐기고 하는 그런 것들을 봤을 때 아, 우리 한국 사람들은 저런 모습들을 즐기는구나 하는 이런 점에 착안해서 저희들이 보다 적극적으로 느끼고 참여하는 그런 부분으로 기획을 했습니다. 가족들의 공간, 또 연인들이 와서 한강을 바라보며 데이트를 즐길 수 있는 소통의 공간으로 저희들이 만들었고요.
Designing such a fluid space involved many specialist groups working together for the first time.
토목이라든지 건축이라든지 전기, 수자원 관련 분야를 총괄하는 역할을 하는 게 굉장히 어려웠었습니다. 우리 실무진들이 효율적으로 분담해서 일을 잘 풀어나가는 그런 상황들이죠.
But pumping clean water into this gigantic water feature was a challenge by itself.
물은 서울 시민들한테 깨끗한 물을 보장할 수 있게 여의 나루역에서 매일 1,500톤 정도의 물이 공급되고 있습니다. 그 물을 다시 한번 정수를 해서 물빛 광장에 사용을 하고 있습니다. 시민들의 반응은 제가 생각하지 못할 정도로 대단했다고 봐야 될까요? 많은 사람들이 여기에 와서 다양한 놀이를 즐기는 걸 보고 제가 한편으로 놀랐었습니다. 최첨단의 시대에서 우리는 오히려 옛날의 모습, 오래된 미래라고 해야 될까요? 그런 부분으로 찾아가야 되지 않을까. 그런 것들이 또 스마트한 모습 아닐까.
Next on Smart City, a clever app that saves time and a candy cane-shaped structure designed to reinvigorate lost spaces. In Smart City, smart solutions to everyday problems are always close at hand. Nowhere is this reflected more than in the concrete jungles of Seoul. Here, architects are stepping in and redefining how locals live and play. Moon Sung-kwan is a man with a smart plan to revive the lost alleyways of Seoul.
I like to design the place and the building to make the people happy.
Today, a maze of concrete bridges, labyrinthine freeways, and multiple subway lines crowd public spaces, posing challenges for city planners.
인터체인지가 있어서 굉장히 많은 부담스러운 토목기둥, 그 다음에 전철의 소음, 편안하지 않은 그런 장소였다고도 볼 수가 있습니다. 그럼에도 불구하고 매력적인 풍경을 잘 볼 수 있는 장소를 만들기 위해서는 어떻게 해야 되는가?
Kwan's solution? Connect a candy cane-like structure through a busy transport hub, converting it into a place of leisure for the millions passing through.
곡선으로 돌아가는 모습은 찻길이 위에 둥그렇게 돌아가고 있는 모습하고 서로 얽혀 가면서 기존에 있는 구조물하고 이 새 건물이 좀 매력적인 모습으로 드러날 수 있도록 만들고 싶었습니다. 처음 보는 사람들은 사람이 들어갈 수도 있는 건가 하는 생각을 아마 하게 될 것 같고요. 그런 과정에서 들어가 보면은 일상적이지 않은 좀 다른 느낌의 공간들이 그 속에 있는 것 때문에 좀 즐거워하지 않을까 하는 생각이 좀 듭니다. 악천 후에 피할 수 있는 그런 장소이기도 합니다. 또 보시는 것처럼 전시도 일어나고요. 비어있지만 또 문화로 꽉 차 있는 그런 공간이라고 볼 수가 있습니다.
Jaebuk is no ordinary passageway. It is a cultural and leisure hub offering visitors of all ages a wide variety of experiences like times gone by.
사실 우리한테는 아주 풍부한 공공공간이 있었습니다. 골목길이 바로 그런 곳이죠. 이 골목길은 아이들의 놀이터였고 또 아주머니들이 나와서 대화를 하는 곳이기도 하고 모든 시민들이 함께 즐거워할 수 있는 서로 시민들하고 교류하고 같이 즐기고 그 행복을 나눈다는 것이 공공공간에서 만들어줄 수 있는 가장 중요한 부분이 아닐까 하는 생각이 듭니다.
From a smart space to a smart app that saves time. Created by a whiz kid named Juan Yu.
I was just a geek who liked to write and program in computer, so I never thought about other people using my application.
In a city of over 10 million people, hours are wasted if, on average, each commuter has to wait 10 minutes every time they take the bus. But what if you don't have to wait and know exactly when your bus will arrive?
My application, the Seoul Bus, is the very first application that appeared on the Korean App Store. And also, it's really the very first application for the transportation in Korea.
While just 16 years old, Juwan's clever idea transformed the way millions of people travel.
In Seoul, there was already a real-time bus arrival system.
Though arrival times were available by phone and internet, they were inconvenient to use.
So I think moving that information and displaying that on the smartphone screen will be more optimal way to show the informations.
Ju-won's idea? To merge the information and create a user-friendly interface that was easily accessible on smartphones.
I made that information smarter and more easy to access. Seoul Bus application provides the real-time bus information about arrival time. You can search the buses by typing the number. You can see where's the bus right now, and this is the station name. If you click it, then you can see the information of this station, and it has a arrival time.
Ju-won added another clever feature, a GPS alarm that sounded an alert so you don't miss your stop. Since the app's release, it is used by over 6 million people in the Seoul metropolitan area.
I was really shocked. That first day, my application ranked at the top.
매일 아침이랑 집에 갈 때 버스 앱 쓰고 있는데요. 시간도 되게 잘 맞고 길 가면서도 언제 오는지 볼 수 있고 그래서 되게 편리하고 좋아요. 어플에 나온 시간에 따라서 조절을 할 수 있기 때문에 어플을 이용하는데요.
늦은 회식 마치고 시간 늦어가지고 버스가 끊기거나 그러지 않을까 그때 이제 유용하게 쓰고요.
The success and innovation of the app led Ju-won to win several big awards.
I got an award from Movie City International Transport Forum, 대한민국 인재상, which is given by the President of Korea.
Despite the app's phenomenal success, Ju-won still decided to keep it free instead of charging money for it.
The feel that I helped many people to make their life really easier. The people who sent the positive email, the many awards given from the society, they are all huge honors. So I think that kind of honors and that kind of experience, all of them are more worth than $5 million.
Now in college, as part of an elite group of scholarship students, Ju-won dreams of achieving more. He aims to push his own boundaries by creating something even bigger in the future.
I never thought about that. I will be the first one if I develop this application. Being pioneer is really important for doing something.
Next on Smart City, homes that look both to the past and the future, and where trash turns into trendy eco-fashion.
디스커버리 채널 코리아에서는 재능 있는 5팀의 필름 메이커들로부터 한국에 대한 참신하고 창의적인 이야기를 기다리고 있습니다. 자세한 사항은 www.discoverychannelkorea.com에서 확인하실 수 있습니다.
First Time Filmmakers Korea.
당신이 바로 그 주인공입니다.
Smart cities envision sustainable futures by combining tradition with unique eco-solutions. Seoul is defined as much by its heritage as by modernity. Now the city is attempting to revive its cultural identity through Korean traditional homes called hanok. Hanok are built in harmony with their surroundings and use natural materials, making them a smart alternative to conventional housing.
I grown up 14 years in hanok, so all the very beautiful memory is connected to hanok. That's why I decided to live in hanok. But remained hanok is old and dilapidated, and also original hanok is a little bit inconvenient for the modern people. So I decided to remodel it.
The company in charge of this task is Guga Urban Architecture. Their mission? To renovate the hanok to fit 21st century urban living.
한옥이라고 그래가지고 한옥적인 삶을 강요하는 것이 아니라 지금의 우리가 사는 그 삶을 그대로 한옥에 들어와서 더 즐겁고 더 깊게 느낄 수 있어야 한다 이렇게 생각하는 거죠.
Jung-gu Jo is the company's chief architect and creative vision. he and the project manager, Daniel Tandler, are tasked to fix this hanok.
My mom is Korean and my father is German. Korea was always the familiar place to me. I have memories when I was little coming to Korea, staying at my relative's house that used to be hanok. Somehow I grew into it more and more, and I'm committing my life to this field. When we first came to this hanok, it was a very dark and decaying place. So we started thinking about how we could make this place like lighter and broader. We were worrying a lot about what to preserve and what not. Another task at hand was intelligent usage of this limited space. So these were actually the main problems we had to solve at this hanok.
7, 80년 먹은 어떤 한옥들을 다시 이 시대에 쓸 수 있게 하면서 동시에 젊은 한옥으로서 유지하게 할 수 있는 그런 거를 갖고 가기 때문에 사실은 우리가 하는 주제 자체가 서스테이너블한 건축을 하고 있다고 생각합니다.
Combining traditional methods and modern carpentry, renovating a hanok takes months of arduous work, where much of its detailing is done by hand.
This room also used to be really, really dark. While designing it, we realized very quickly that we would need a window here. You see the mountains, you see trees, and you can see it's really bright in here now. And another thing is we built a roof window over there. And also you can see that the space is connected. It flows through the structure. Even if you close the door, you have the connection from room to room. And this makes the small hanok look more spacious and broad. And the other thing is intelligent usage of space. We were able to preserve a lot of original features and pay respect to the original state of this house.
Comparing with some other type of housing, hanok is very environmental friendly. I think the living in new type of hanok is a smart way living in Seoul.
스마트 시티의 조건은 오히려 좀 더 합리적이고 효과적인 도시가 되는 것이 아니라 자기가 가지고 있던 것, 오랫동안 가지고 있던 것, 자기다운 것을 잘 이렇게 드러내는 것이 중요하다고 생각해요.
From preserving heritage to innovations that sustain rapid urbanization, one man is looking ahead to create a solution to feed the cities of tomorrow.
What if the soil gets worse? We will not be able to grow vegetables or food. What if you need to produce your own food by yourself at home?
But how can you grow your own food if you don't have enough space, even for a garden? Architect Shin Hyung Cho demonstrates how to grow organic vegetables at home with a clever farming method called hydroponics.
So this is the place where we are going to build hydroponics pavilion. I started this experiment assuming one day even the soil would be polluted.
How will Cho and his team plant vegetables without any soil, using only water to grow them?
This is polycarbonate. It has more elasticity than plastic. The idea behind using this material was to unfold it and bend it again and again so that you can recycle them later.
They only use nuts and bolts to build this distinct shape.
So I used this idea of shell to make it as small as possible, less footprint but more compartment.
As a result, the structure can adapt to different sizes and types of plants.
The most important part of this project was the sun. Instead of having a 90 degrees of vertical wall, it can lean towards the sun.
Cho and his team successfully plant lettuce. A sponge-type medium draws up water from a tray underneath the boxes.
With the water, you can actually control the whole cultivating system. It's cleaner and also it's in a way safer. You don't need to worry about bugs eating the lettuce before you consume it.
In the last stage, installed LEDs not only provide light around the clock, but its violet, red and blue rays also increase plant growth.
Now we've been successful growing lettuce. We're trying to switch to other kind of vegetables. The 5th or the 6th generation would have a very climatized condition for each cell, and you can buy that, and with the instruction you would build it. It's like a do-it-yourself furniture.
In future smart cities, these hydroponic gardens could be installed anywhere, making fresh organic produce available everywhere. Seoul is a city of events of all kinds, and it loves to advertise them. But these banners can add up to almost 50 tons of waste a month. But a social enterprise called Touch for Good has come to the rescue. Their solution? To upcycle the banners into fashion, such as bags and other items. Upcycling is taking waste materials and converting them into higher quality products.
많은 소재들이 있지만 꼭 재활용되는, 그러니까 버려지는 소재들을 찾아서 그런 것들을 업사이클링 하는 일을 계속 하고 있습니다. 이게 화투로 만든 반지고요. 여기는 머리끈. 이런 키트로는 이 설명을 따라서 하면 북극곰을 만들 수가 있습니다. Because these are billboards, this means 100% waterproof. And this bottom part is from bicycle. We also recycle computer keyboard, and this head is the computer keyboard. Every items are very unique, and they're only one in the whole universe. 사람들이 일상적으로 소비할 수 있는 물건을 만들면 사람들이 이 문제에 더 관심을 가져줄 거라고 생각을 했기 때문에 터치포도시라는 회사를 시작하게 됐던 거죠.
Touch for Good has partnered with various organizations to rid the city of its banners. Places like this post office have not only agreed to provide these banners to them, but buy a percentage of their upcycled products as well.
사람들이 만들기 전에 약속을 하게 하고 그 다음에 그 현수막들로 어떤 제품을 만들게 하고 그 제품을 다시 소비하게 하는 새로운 시스템을 만들어 가고 있기 때문에 이런 방법들이 좀 더 도시에 맞는 방법이라고 생각을 하고 있어요. 재활용을 하기로 약속이 된 현수막에는 이런 로고들이 찍혀 있어서 사람들이 보고 아, 이 기관은 현수막을 버리지 않고 재활용하는구나 라는 것들을 아실 수 있도록 만들어진 캐릭터다.
Touch for Good also teaches kids how to make their own upcycled items through educational workshops. And it supports local communities too.
We are working with the local women's community from low-income family. So we are giving them a work opportunity. So this is organic and eco-friendly shop here. So we are selling our product through many eco-friendly theme shop.
But their ultimate goal is to go out of business.
배너가 너무 많다는 거를 사람들에게 알리면 이게 점점 줄어들 거고 그러면 더 이상 필요가 없어지는 거니까 we wanted to do something for the next generation. So sustainability means smart.
Next on Smart City, new technologies create new art, where canvases are limitless and music videos go virtual. In a smart city, technology and innovation meld to create new artistic paradigms. Korea, with one of the highest broadband and mobile penetrations, is one of the most wired and wireless countries in the world. Out of this, a new hybrid has been born.
In many ways, youth culture and digital culture came together and it became something new. It became something hybrid. Korea had created a new DMZ, a new digital media zone. That's what enabled a lot of people in entertainment and media to embrace digital as the next big thing and as really the new frontier.
A creator of multiple dimensions, Lumpens is a visual artist on the cutting edge. Painting with the latest digital media technologies, where his canvases are limitless, from entire walls to entire buildings. in one of Lumpen's most ambitious projects. He resurrected a popular animation character and projected it as artwork onto the National Assembly.
저같이 이런 남루한 사람도 어떤 하나의 아트웍을 만들 수 있게 된 거는 그런 테크놀로지의 힘이고.
Lumpen's uses an innovative technique called projection mapping, in which graphic images are mapped and projected onto objects or buildings.
다양한 여러 장르의 아티스트들하고 영상이라는 매체를 이용해서 다양한 장르를 시도해보고 있어요. 엔지니어들이 그런 기술을 만들어 놓으면 내가 하고 싶던 얘기를 더 효과적으로 할 수 있게끔 그 기술을 응용을 해서 표현을 하는 거죠.
Here, at this trendy art hub in the center of Seoul, Lumpen's biggest project to date is being featured at the Creators Project. The Creators Project is a global network showcasing the best and brightest artists from all over the world. Its mission is to encourage use of technology in creative expression, giving local and international artists a chance to collaborate.
We wanted to make something that used contemporary Korean culture, electronics and LEDs and the high-tech things, and then also the traditional Korean design elements. So each exhibition combines a low-tech and a high-tech element.
일단 기본적으로 저는 인터랙션을 굉장히 많이 사용을 하고요. 관객들이 참여해서 하나의 작품을 만드는 그런 형태를 선호하는 편입니다.
The hand is similar to human beings. So that's why I created a really big robotic hand and to give people a chance to manipulate the hand. Science is fantasy.
Technology can take a good concept that's in your head and bring it out to the world. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they would have never ever been able to do. And we believe that technology is the great enabler.
Husband and wife duo Tiger JK and T Yoon Mi are Korea's hip-hop king and queen who are immensely popular, not just here, but all over the world. For their very first project together, Lumpen's is creating a revolutionary music video for Yoon Mi-rae's new single, Get It In.
홍수처럼 쏟아져 나오는 아이돌 뮤직비디오들하고 차별화를 두고 싶었어요. 아티스트로서 제 아트웍의 아이덴티티도 보여주고 좋아하던 액션 영화나 킬빌 같은 거 제 나름대로 해석을 해서 풀어봤는데 메인 컨셉은 세트가 없어요. 근데 프로젝션 매핑이란 방식을 이용해서 프로젝터 5대를 이렇게 교차해서 세트가 변하기도 하고 그래서 내러티브에서 굉장히 중요한 역할을 하기도 하고 이거를 시뮬레이션을 해보지 않으면 제가 촬영장에서 예상이 안 되기 때문에 실제 사이즈랑 똑같이 이렇게 세트를 짓고 실제 인물하고 같은 크기의 모델을 만들어요. 근데 이제 가상으로 음악에 맞춰서 미리 시뮬레이션을 해본 거예요.
Tonight is actually going to be the first time that we get to show it. Hopefully it came out really, really well. The director himself didn't really show us the whole thing yet.
Our performance combined with his vision is amazing. It's different.
With the preview set for the Creators Project, will it exceed expectations? The audience goes wild as it waits to get a sneak peek of Lumpen's music video during the performance before its official release. A combination of hip-hop and electronica, Get It In was written by Tiger JK and Yoon Mi-rae and composed by Illmind, a producer who has worked with top hip-hop artists such as Eminem and 50 Cent.
테크놀로지는 우리 같은 사람들도 천재처럼 될 수 있는 길을 열어주는, 그걸 잘 이용했을 때 또 스마트하다고 얘기가 되는 것 같아요.
Next on Smart City, a robot competition where the robots are not built by engineers, but super smart kids. In smart cities, the future is with an easy grasp of the next generation. Here at Seoul's National Science Museum, excited crowds have gathered to see a high-tech robot competition where the competitors are not engineers, but kids.
기술이 스마트하게 만들죠. 그걸 활용함으로써 우리는 옛날에 상상도 못했던 걸 지금 아이들은 생각을 하잖아요.
초등학교 3학년 때부터 기초 로봇을 했는데 로봇 댄스를 보니까 휴머노이드가 하고 싶어져서 하게 됐어요. 컨셉은 일단 귀여운 걸로 나갔는데요. 제가 귀엽지가 않아가지고 좀 파워풀하게 나갔어요.
These kids have worked tirelessly all summer to prepare for this event.
로보빌드에서 사용하는 프로그램 갖고 직접 한 동작 한 동작 짜서 만드는 거예요. 로봇이 스스로 움직이는 게 재밌고 앞으로 유용한 도구가 될 것 같아서 좋아요.
Assembling and designing the choreography of the robots is an opportunity for them to express their creativity through technology.
네, 자, 수고하셨습니다. 자, 이제 참가번호 13번 팀을 만나려고 하네요. 자, 참가번호.
가능성 있다고 생각을 했는데 보니까 너무 잘해가지고 실패구나 생각했습니다. 기분은 실망스럽긴 하지만 다음에 더 열심히 하겠습니다.
It may all seem fun and games, but as these children spar with their handmade science projects, they may have taken their first steps in shaping a better tomorrow.
그냥 보통 사람들은 현재만 생각하지만 똑똑한 사람들은 미래까지 생각할 수 있다라는 거였거든요.
I don't think anybody here is just sitting back and saying we've figured it all out. There's always that desire to push and innovate.
Smart cities like Seoul hunger to be the first to define urban living for a new millennium. From smart apps to high-tech artistic expression, from sustainable futures to designer pasts, they are playgrounds for the plugged-in citizens of the world, at ease with technology and change.
스마트하다는 거는 결론이 아니잖아요. 그 과정이고 그거를 지속적으로 만들어 나가는 것이 중요하다고 보고요. 그거는 시간이 지나면서 계속 새롭게 정의가 될 겁니다.